Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? It's the coach here. Once again, ready to start this week off right. I'm here with my boy, my partner in crime, Marley Betts. Marley, what's going down?
What's going down, H-Town? What it do, coach? What's up with it? How was your weekend, my brother?
Man, you already know my weekend was great.
Yes, sir.
Had a great fucking weekend. That's all I can say. Yes. So it was rocky. It could have been a whole lot better. I bounced back in fighting MMA. Sterling's getting need saved me. Hold up.
Yeah, I got my phone. My bad.
Yeah, you threw me off. I had to check to see if there was anything going wrong.
That's on me.
Anyways, Sterling getting need saved me. Was able to take that money. I took that money and on a basketball play. No, I took that money and I threw it all on Yalich, whatever that dude name is. But I knew Anderson wasn't gonna be able to defeat that dude. Boom, that put me in the K. Cashed that out. Had a roughy day, then stopped, and then boom. I had to cancel that payout. Took Texas second half. Took whatchamacallit, Oregon first half, full game. Second half, cashed out $3K. I'm happy, bro. And that's Sunday. Last week alone, 6. I'm feeling great, dog. I'm ready to get into the game.
That sounds like a good weekend to me, sir.
Well, you're not, man. It's crazy. I'm thankful, but man, I'm thankful, man, to be back on the show. I'm not gonna be doing too much play. I definitely need this to relax my mind because I went to work over the weekend. We was grinding it, man. So I'm definitely gonna relax a little and just do a little parlay, man. What's up, Jalen? What's up, Chester? Let's get this money.
400 can't go up at all. I feel you. Gray low. What's the deal? Gambling Gray low in the chat. What's going down, brother?
Hey, man, I was doing good up until the third quarter with UConn. Jalen, I bet them quarter by quarter, bro. Just quarter by quarter. And I was up. I took them 6.5 in the third quarter. They was up by 8. And I thought it was done. I turned it off. Next thing you know, I checked my account. And I'm like, hold up, what? And I guess they went down and I got hit with a buzzer beater shot, man. So, yeah. But UConn, man, they definitely can make some plays. I think they play today. I'm definitely going to ride and try to make some extra bread. You know what I'm saying?
My book don't do quarters. That sucks.
But you wager do, so jump on that. You wager.
Yeah. I ain't jumped on women's basketball, man. You've been trying to get me on it for like 2 years. I still ain't. I didn't roll with you a couple times, stuck my foot in the water, but I ain't really jumped up in there quite just yet.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
But I am on that hockey.
See, now hockey. Didn't I put you on that hockey though?
You did put me on that hockey.
Yeah, that hockey, right, man.
Folks, hey, that hockey money line parlays.
I just fuck with the unders. You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta get on those money lines, dog. Money line parlays. Just find you like 2 160s, minus 160, parlay that whole. Boom. Be good.
Well, let's get on it, man. Let's get this day started, man. Let's jump into the first game. You brought this up. This is a play you looking into. We got Mercer versus UNC Greensboro. I've seen Greensboro hoop before. They were pretty good. This line opened up in favor of UNC -2. The total was 140.5. Right now, that total jumped down to 136, -5 for the game, still in favor of UNC. Mercer Bears, they are 18-10, 12-13 against the spread, while UNC Greensboro's Spartans, they are 20-7, 16-11 against the spread. Injury reports right now: Mercer, no injuries. Greensboro's no injuries, so they are all healthy. Mercer's on a 3-game winning streak against Sanford, Wolford, and VMI. They beat them by 70. They beat them 73-59. While UNC Greensboro, they are on a 3-game winning streak as well against East Tennessee. They got 2 victories over East Tennessee and Citadel in the last 3 games. They are 8-2 in the last 10 games. Get to these actual factuals. Mercer, 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. The total's gone under 7 out of the last 8. They are 5-1 straight up in the last 5 games. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games against UNC. 0-6 straight up in the last 6 games against UNC. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 games this season. Mercer's 4-10 against the spread in the last 14 games. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games when played on a Monday. And 2-6 straight up in the last 8 games when playing as an underdog. UNCG, these guys, they are 12-4 against the spread. 14-2 straight up in the last 16 games this season. The overs hit 7 out of the last 9 games against Mercer. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games. The unders hit 9 out of the last 13 again in the month of March, 11-14 against the spread in the last 15 games, and 8-1 against the spread in the last 9 games when playing on a Monday at home. UNCG versus Mercer. What you got, Marley?
All right. So I know this is some schools that we kind of really don't, follow a lot throughout the year. Mercer is one of those schools I kind of jumped on last year, messing with our guy Maxwell Smart. He put me on those little schools. So I'm all over Mercer here with the 5 points though. I still think that Greensboro ultimately will probably win the game, but I think this game will be close. Mercer just beat a very good VMI team, probably one of the better teams in the conference, a team that this Greensboro team lost to by 11 a few weeks ago. These 2 teams just played each other, if I'm not mistaken, like the 13th, 12th, around the middle of February. Right before Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken. And it was only a 3-point game, 74-77. I just want to finish looking it up. This will be a close game. I don't see Greensboro just running off. Mercer actually has a chance to win this game outright. Greensboro is a good team, so don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. But I just got this game being closer than 5 points. Mercer is 3-0 on neutral site games against the spread. Neutral site games, and Greensboro is 2-3 for anybody, for people that look at against the spread records home and away. And like I said, I personally just think 5 points is just too many for this Greensboro team. Mercer is a good team and they can shoot it. I'm on Mercer plus the 5.
Okay. So Mercer with the 5. Here we go, plays. Yeah, I'm not fooling with this game. Mercer plus 5. I was looking at it. I thought you would have went the UNC way. I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I had the mic muted while you were talking. Earlier when I texted you, honestly, I was on UNC Greensboro. But once I looked at the numbers and looked at the last game and broke everything down, and I know about, like I say, Maxie Smart put me on Mercer last year. I know about this team at least a little bit, and I just think 5 is just too much to cover. I think ultimately Greensboro probably wins, but I think it's one of those like come down to the end of the stretch free throws. I'm thinking like 2 or 3, not 5, not 2 possessions. I don't think so. So for that reason, I'm on Mercer. Give me this is a champ. Give me the team with the points if it's a close game.
Okay. All right, yeah. I'm not fooling with that, man. I'm not fooling with that.
I got you.
Yeah, Jalen. I'm right there with you. I just mess with the top teams, but moving forward, because I've been burned, I've been getting burned. I'm only taking I'm only messing with UConn. Now, here's another thing I'm gonna tell you, and I'm just gonna warn you about. If some of these teams, if they win the first 2 quarters, that third quarter they're gonna drop. So be careful with the third quarter. And if it's not a powerhouse team, a lot of times they'll come out strong in the first quarter, win like 27, 27. Let's just say it's like 18-6. So now you think, okay, I'm gonna take them second quarter. Watch out, because a lot of times the team that's up big, they bring them subs in, and the other team always comes back. So that stuff is tricky. And also, if a team is dominating the game and winning the quarter consistently, first, second, and third quarter, they're gonna lose the fourth quarter. So, just be aware of that shit. I've been gambling on women's shit, women's basketball for a minute. So I can't go wrong with Paige Beckers and UConn right now. They just got too many people. The team that I used to do a lot, Maryland is another team that I'll do it with. Maryland and UConn. South Carolina, they've been janky. Who else has been janky? NC State. Some of those teams they haven't really been consistent lately. The real consistent ones has been UConn and Maryland. Those are consistent. They ball. So yeah. Let's get ready to go into this next game real quick. Hold on, I'm just trying to make the post for the people. Get the people in the mix. Give me 1 second, gentlemen.
Man, I hope boys roll with me on that Jacksonville State play I gave Friday. I told y'all take the 3, but I told y'all sprinkle a little bit on that money line, and we won outright. And I gave EKU money line Friday. Oh, this is Thursday, I think. Never mind. I gave boys 2 money line winners, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Hey man, you're on fire, big dog. You're on fire, man. Keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Oh, I did All-Star game last night too. Team LeBron in the over.
I didn't really look into that. I ain't watching it. I was locked in on.
I just bet the over every All-Star game. I just bet the over. That whole go over every time.
Yeah, that's easy money. All right, let's get into the next game. Appalachian State versus Georgia State. GSU opened as a -5 favorite. The total is 140.5. GSU, they are now a 7-point favorite. The total is 136. Appalachian State 16-11 on the year, 13-9-1 against the spread, while Georgia State Panthers, they are 16-5, 11-8 against the spread. Get to these injury reports, see what they got. Appalachian State, they are healthy, while Jones III, he's been out with the foot injury, big man. Right now, Appalachian State's on a 3-game winning streak. They've been in overtime in the last 2 games. They beat Texas State 76-73 and Coastal Carolina 64-61, which, after I cashed out, I had some in the tank, and I took Coastal Carolina to win the game. They was like a plus 160 dog. It was close. They nutted up, man. They nutted up, But
I almost rolled with you in overtime, but I was driving and I missed it, so I couldn't even.
So you got lucky. Georgia State, they are on an 8-game winning streak. In fact, they have a 85-71 victory against Appalachian State February 23rd. They beat the closest person who's actually been very consistent, like playing them tough, has been South Carolina and Arkansas State. But Appalachian State has beat them twice this year, early in the season. The last one that I can see right now was 61-74. So Appalachian State is 2-1 in the last 3 games versus Georgia State. Some more actual factions. Appalachian State, they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. They are 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games. They are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games against Georgia State. 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games against Georgia State. 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games this season. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games against the Sun Belt Conference opponent. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games in March. 4-14 in the last 18 games on a Monday. And the total has gone over 6 out of the last 9 when playing as an underdog. Georgia State, they are 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 5 games. The Georgia State, they are 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games. The Unders hit 5 out of the last 7 versus Appalachian State. They're 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games, 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against some other conference opponents, 10-4 against the spread in the last 14 games in the month of March, and 6-1 against the spread as in the last 7 games when playing as a favorite. App State versus Georgia State. Marley, do you have anything on this?
I do. I have I got Georgia State -7. And mainly is because Appalachian State's coming off 2 overtime games. They gotta be tired. They got like what 4 games in. Let me check real quick. They played on the 7th and the 6th. Today's the 8th, and then on the 27th of February. So they got like 4 games in a week. 4 games in 7 days. 5 games in like 7 days. Because they played on the 26th as well. They gotta be. I'm sorry. That was Georgia State. Excuse me. Appalachian State played on the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, and the 27th, and now they're playing on the 8th. So that's the 5th, 6th, 7th, the 8th, and the 27th. This will be the 5th game in like 8 days. So they had 3 days of rest in between. With 2 of those games, the last 2 being OT. They gotta have tired legs. So for me, even though they beat this Appalachian State team earlier in the season, Georgia State just beat them by 13. And they're, what'd you say, 8-game winning streak, I believe you said, if I'm not mistaken. So for me, it's just a matter of nutrition. I just don't think they got the legs to keep up. And Georgia State is a up-tempo team. They like to run. And they're going to press, if I'm not mistaken, on defense. They're a press team. So you got to think they played 2 overtime games, and now you got a team that's not finna let you walk the ball up the court. So you finna have to use energy the whole game. I just don't see this this game being too close. I think Georgia State runs away with it. I see Javaris Chester in the chat. My boy, what up with it? I like the over as well because I know Georgia State is going to push. They're going to push the tempo. They are going to run. So I'm on the -7. I have a slight lean to the over. I probably will jump on the over. I haven't made a decision yet. Got time, so it's no rush on that. The game's at 6. But I'm definitely on the -7.
Okay. Yeah, these games, today there's a lot of trash games, but there's some games we can get some winners out of. I like Georgia State. Oh, so what's your official play? You got an official play or no?
Yeah, my official play is -7.
All right, GSU -7. Okay. My official play for this one is the first half. -3.5 in favor of Georgia State. Appalachian State, like you said, they went in a double overtime the last 2 games. Legs are shot. They played 6 quarters. Well, you could say they played 5.5, 4.5 games in the last 2 days.
Right.
So that's a big factor right there. So they can definitely come out rusty in the first half. I mean, not rusty, just tired in the first half. They have lost the last 2 first halves by 6 points. The spread is -3.5. Let me see what it beat. So Georgia State beat App State by 10 in the first half, the last game they played against each other. So yeah, I'm on Georgia State right here. This one's going to be my first play. Keep it very simple. Get in and get out. Because they got a young hooper over there, man, that's balling for App State. So just based off of what I've seen and what I researched, I think Georgia State has a great opportunity in the first half to make some easy money. So that's my official play. First half -3.5.
So hey, I'm going to Vegas next week, so I'm gonna be doing a show from Vegas. Might stop and do it I might do it from a sports book or something.
You really going? I was really thinking about it because March Madness started next week.
Yeah, bro. I told you last time. I told you my ticket was already booked.
Okay. When you going out there?
The next Monday to Monday. Stay a week.
Man, it's gonna be. I heard it's pretty live on Vegas is live during March Madness.
Oh yeah, I mean, I stayed out there for 10 years, so 10 years, 2 years.
I'm about to say, what?
2 years. So I had 2 years of worth of March Madness. I don't know if it's necessarily March Madness or March Madness combined with spring break, because that's spring
Right.
break. So
Oh, okay.
you get a little bit of you get both.
Right.
So it's lit just because of that fact. And they just opened everything back up. I don't know if I'm gonna be just out in the mix like that, but baby want to do a day party, so I'll probably hit a pool or something, kind of just chill.
Well, yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
still,
be live, man. It's
I'm
definitely
still
gonna be
good.
live. So I hope you have a good cash out day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I'm gonna get on that little craps table and let them fly and
Ooh.
hit at the sports booth, man.
I'm really thinking about dipping down there, man. I was gonna look up some stuff and just go. You know what I'm saying? And just take care of business. You know,
Yeah, we
and
got
just
some cheap ass tickets too. We got round trip for everybody. I got kids and shit, man. All of us, me, baby, plus the 4 boys, 600 round trip.
nice. Well, let's get into the St. Mary's versus Gonzaga. Zaga opened up as a 17-point favorite. The total was 139 and a half. Right now, that line now is at minus 18 and a half. Some spots got it at 18. Um, the total's now at 141 and a half. St. Mary's, they're 14-8, 10-12 against the spread, while the Zaga, they're 24, 11-2, number one team in the country. Injury reports for right now for both teams, they are healthy. Let's see, St. Mary's, they played March 6th. They're on a one-game winning streak against Loyal. I think Loyal, I don't know, one of those two Loyal teams.
Marymount.
Yeah. They're 7. They are 5-5 in the last 10 games. Zaga, undefeated, doing their thing. I mean, do I really need to read off Zaga's
Not
actual
really.
factuals? St. Mary's 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6. St. Mary's, they are 13-7 straight up in the last 20 games. 5-15 against the spread in the last 20 games against Gonzaga. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games against Gonzaga. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5 games this season. They're 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games in the month of March. 15-3 straight up in the last 18 games on a Monday. 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games when playing as an underdog. Gonzaga, they 10 undefeated. The overs hit 5 out of the last 5 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 versus St. Mary's. They're just 17-3 in the last 20 games in the month of March. 12-4 against the spread in the last 16 games on a Monday when playing at home, but it's neutral court. So Gonzaga versus St. Mary's. What you got, Marley?
Man, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this game. I got Gonzaga first half. I caught it at 10.5. At one point when these teams played, Gonzaga was up 30. So like
in the
I don't
first
think
half,
we need,
too.
yeah, I don't think we need to spend too much time. um this is just two different levels. I mean, Gonzaga's the top. They're ranked number one, but even if you don't have them as the best team in the country, you got to have them in the top 5. They're in the Elite 8, Final 4 team. St. Mary's, they're a good team for their conference, minus Gonzaga if they weren't in that conference. But there's no way they're going to keep up with this game. I mean, unless Gonzaga just comes in and lays shit. I don't see this being that close of a game. This is, like I said, I'm on the first half, minus 10.5. I might live bet it, catch it at halftime or something like that and take the full game. But I expect Gonzaga to come out here and just dominate. Plus, there's not many big games. I think this will be one of their rare national televised games. So they might try to make a statement.
Okay. I'm right there with you. I like Gonzaga minus 10.5 for the first half. Zaga has won the last time they played, they won 51-24, 26 points in the first half. And Zaga has won the last 4 out of 5 first halves by more than 10 points. So I do like this play minus 10.5. for Zaga for the first half. The only thing is Zaga's been off for a week, so but it's go time right now. So they need to just come out, take off, and let's get the money. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't even care that they've been on for a week. I just think it's just
Right.
two different levels. It's like just you know what I'm saying? Imagine North Carolina versus TSU.
Yeah.
It's
Especially
not,
right now, man. They got a nice little squad right now.
I mean, I like St. Mary's though. They're good. They're a good basketball team, but like, you know, they're good in the essence of like a good SWAC team going up against one of the best D1 Power 5 schools. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I expect dominance.
Well, let me see. Let's get to the last game of the day. This is late night. I think it's 11 o'clock tip off. You know, midnight on the East Coast.
This that fall asleep and you go wake up. You go wake up happy.
You're gonna be
you
sad
go wake up mad.
You're gonna be sad in the mud. Hey, Pepperdine versus BYU. BYU opened up as 11-point favorite. Right now, that line is at 8.5. The total was at 147.5. Right now, it's at 148.5. Pepperdine Waves, they are 12-11, 13-7-1 against the spread, while BYU Cougars, they are 19-5, 13-7-3 against the spread. Injury reports right now seems like Pepperdine, they are healthy, while BYU Baxter, he's been out for the season, as well as Lyle, he's been out. Pepperdine, in the last 10 games, they're on a 2-game winning streak against San Diego and Santa Clara. They beat Santa Clara 78-70 yesterday. While BYU, they are on a 4-game winning streak over Pacific, Loyalmount, whatever. San Francisco and St. Mary. They beat St. Mary 65-51 in their last game of last week. Actual factuals: Pepperdine, they are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games. They're 1-6 straight up in the last 7 games against BYU. 10-3-1 against the spread in the last 14 games. 12-3-1 against the spread in the last 16 games in the West Coast Conference. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5 games in the month of March, and they are 2-12 in the last 14 games when playing as an underdog. Actual factuals for BYU: they are 4-1-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games. 10-2 straight up in the last 12 games. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games in the West Coast Conference opponents. BYU, they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. The unders hit 7 out of the last 7 when played on a Tuesday. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing as a favorite. BYU Brigham Young versus Pepperdine. What you got, Marley?
I feel them same way about this as I do the Gonzaga game. Just a different class. I don't put BYU in that Gonzaga class, but I think they're just that much better than Pepperdine. I'm on BYU first half. I caught it at 4.5, I believe. I'm on the -8, but for show purposes, I'm only going to recommend the -4.5 because I think that's the better bet of the two. I just think Pepperdine is just not on BYU's level. Like I said, I'm not going to be long-winded. I just believe BYU is the better team here, and it's that simple.
Yeah.
BYU first half. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot to say. BYU first half, -4.5. I think they'll probably run away with the game. So yeah, give me those. What are they? Mormon boys out there in Brigham Young?
Yeah.
Give me the Mormons, man. Go on there, take care of work.
They can't drink beer, I think.
They not getting fucked up before the game or after. Nah, they getting fucked. Hey, trust me, they getting fucked up though.
Yeah.
I went to a Baptist college. I went to East Texas Baptist, and like all that shit cool because it's like you can't do nothing on campus. That's really what it is. You can't do this shit on campus. But all the juniors and seniors that got off campus apartments and shit like that, it's going down.
It's going down. I believe it. I'm right there with you, man. I like my official play BYU minus 4.5 for the first half. BYU has won 4 out of the last 5 games in the first half by more than 5 points. The spread is at minus 4.5. BYU has won 3 out of the last 5 games in the first half by more than 10. So I think this is easy money. And I think we should go, we should definitely, I don't know about that Mercer game, but we should definitely go undefeated today. But yeah, that is my official play for BYU versus Pepperdine. Take the first half, and that's just chill the rest. The line is going up, but I caught it at minus 4.5, and that's what I recommend getting at the 4.5.
Man, I'm about to parlay all those first halves right now.
Yes, sir.
Minus the Mercer. I'm gonna do the Zags, Georgia State, and BYU first half. I'll parlay them hoes. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, I'm right there with you too, LJ. Crazy weekend. Big profit, man. With the amount that I put in, and that's how I am today. Really, I cashed out. Not just I was gonna do just a little parlay. Nothing major. Just parlay and just relax my mind for a little bit till the big dogs tournament starts. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling, man.
Crazy stuff happens in the WCC tournament.
Yes, I think if anything crazy happened, it'll be BYU. I just think Gonzaga is on a different level this year. Let's do a quick recap of these games and wrap it up. Again, man, hey, last week we had a great week, 16-6 on my plays, a 3-0 Friday. Marley won 11-6, 2-0 on Friday. So let's just try to, continue to make this money and have a good week. The big tournaments are coming. But official plays, Marley, he liked Mercer +5. Georgia State versus App State, Marley likes GSU -7 as an official play. And I took the first half minus 3.5 for the first half. Excuse me. We both like Zaga first half minus 10.5, and we both like BYU first half minus 4.5. So those are our official plays for today. And hopefully, everybody makes some money, and we just, go and get ready for the big dog tournaments. Open mic, is there anything? I think we covered all of the best games and matchups for the day, man, to be honest.
St. Louis Blues and Golden Knights tonight on my hockey plays.
When does NBA start back up? Friday?
I think Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Thursday. So right now it's just straight college basketball. We're finna get these tournaments going soon. And NBA on the break, so we just chilling till then, really.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's all I got, man. And the people have spoken on the mic. I'm the coach. This is my boy Marley. We are out. Let's get this money, man.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey,